Hey guys, this is just incredible, and it's been a long time since I've posted anything up here on YouTube. But I refuse to go on there and just babble about bullshit. So I figure I have something important that I want to get out there to you guys, and I'll share it with you here now. I posted up on Twitter 2 days ago, I think, that I'm going to give it my best shot at trying to get into the pro wrestling business on a full-time basis. It's been, my career has kind of been, non-existent for the past 6 years or so, just relegated to doing indie shows here and there. And, being that I'm going on 6 months of sobriety, I've had a lot of time to think and contemplate what I want to do with this. Do I want to just, stay on the indies, do 2 shows a month? Is that enough? Financially, I don't depend on wrestling anymore. Both my wife and I have full-time work. It isn't about the money. I'm doing just fine financially. I finally got my footing back. But it's about the desire, the need for, the reason I got into the business, the need for entertaining fans. And I really believe that at 39, I could get a full-time gig with one of the wrestling companies. What I mean by that is, do I think I could be on Monday Night Raw, on a weekly basis? No, I'm not trying to kid myself or anybody else. I just feel that with 20 plus years experience in the business, I feel like I could be of service to help younger talent. I always felt that was a strong suit, and still is. I feel like Sean Waltman, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, I could help bridge the old school into new. We certainly have a wealth of knowledge that we could pass on to these younger guys. And quite honestly, I think that's what's lacking in our business. The knowledge of old school wrestling, of the way we used to do it. I think there's a real problem with the way the business is today, what I see in the ring. I mean, I watch TV, the TNA programs and the WWE programs, and there's a ton of great wrestling on there, don't get me wrong, and guys that could do things I never dreamed of. But there's a reason that fans, clamor to see the Undertakers and the Triple H's and guys from that era. There's a sort of legitimacy to those guys that doesn't exist with today's stars, no matter how much you build them, or no matter how much money you pour into them. It's just a different business, and I understand that, and everything evolves. But a little bit of old school, would really help, and it always would. Old school was never, old fashioned, and what I mean by that is just a little bit more integrity in the way things are run and in the way matches are done. And kids these days have nowhere to learn from. It's not their fault. How could you teach? If nobody's teaching you, how could you learn it? I had the privilege of guys like Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, guys like that passing it down to me. I was around in a wonderful time, an era of wrestling which is long gone. And I think I'm very useful in the business today. I think I could do something. I think I could help guys develop, whether it be for the developmental leagues, either TNA or WWE, or even a Ring of Honor. I could help their young guys. So that's my goal. I just, at 39, I just didn't want to continue kidding myself, like Mickey Rourke and The Wrestler, going on, broken down, way past my prime, with a little Just Incredible action figure in my broken down van, playing Snap Your Fingers, Snap Your Neck as I drive over the Walt Whitman Bridge to the ECW arena, or thinking of those days. So I don't want to be that guy, and I refuse to be that guy. It's interesting, the dichotomy too of really participating and engaging while I'm sober. The past 20 years of my career, in some form or another, I had a drug or an alcohol in my body. And now I don't, and it'll be interesting. I know my decisions will be different. The way I go about my business will be different. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this journey ends up. And, like I said, I'm in the best shape of my life thanks to Dallas Page and his DDP yoga. I owe a lot of it to that. I went from, being a year ago, being a mess, barely able to get out of bed and function without putting a needle in my arm, and to being, going on 6 months clean and sober. It's that in itself is a miracle. Now I'm about to make another miracle happen, and I really think I can do this. If anybody can, I know I can. The power of one decision. And I'm saying this to you guys for the sole reason that I'm putting myself on notice. Because if you guys know, then I know that, I got to hold myself accountable. So this video is all about accountability. And I hope you guys follow me along on this journey. Follow me on Twitter at PJ Polacco and on Facebook, Real Just Incredible. It'll be fun, guys. See you soon.